People always question as well, like you always get, oh, but why do you have to call yourself White Yardy? Why couldn't you just call yourself Yardy? Then why? I said, listen, I didn't give myself the name. If you're from a Caribbean culture, or even you know a little bit about Jamaican culture, you know we get names we don't even like. How did I get the name White Yard? It was very simple. When I ended up coming to England, I ended up in an area called Peckham. They used to call me Yardy at first, just Yardy, nothing else, just Yardy. Problem is, a couple months later, our next Yardy came about. They used to call him Yardy and call me Yardy. It got a bit confusing. He was black, I was white. But they used to call me Yardy until one day somebody said, yo, me I go check Yardy. A man said, which one? White Yardy.
Hello good people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because here is where I provide you the stories and things that people are very afraid to talk about. So without wasting much time, today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic about that it has come to our realization, my own realization, that everybody copies Jamaican culture, but nobody gives it credit. From the music you dance to, the slang you speak, to the fashion trends you see online, Jamaican culture is everywhere. You can, even the hats, the color of the hats, the braids is all about Jamaica. But here's the trend. Most people don't even realize it. From Drake's patois, in the song which Drake sang, he spoke patois, to the global dance challenges and viral slang like Wagwan. The world copies Jamaican culture every single day, but rarely gives it credit it deserves. So today, let's break it down why Jamaican culture gets copied the most but credited the least. So folks, sit back, relax and enjoy. Let's meet after the videos so that we can talk about it and discuss it and know why Jamaica is never given the credit it deserves. So if you're not subscribed, please do so that you can support my channel. I'll be giving you interesting topics about Jamaica. Let's get into it.
I know I might get some hate for this, but honestly I don't care, because I'm about unpopular opinions. But I personally feel a lot of British Jamaicans that are living in this country do not have an understanding what it actually is to be Jamaican. No understanding whatsoever. None. They have a very stereotypical ideology of what it is to be Jamaican, but do they have a realistic, firm foundation of what it is to be Jamaican? No. It's based in a lot of stereotypical principles that are portrayed as Jamaican, but is not actually the real identity of being Jamaican whatsoever. I've met so much Jamaicans where I actually have a conversation about our economy or politics or where we're going as a society, or how Jamaica has changed in the last 10 years, the things that have developed and not developed. Do you think they can join them to have a conversations? No, because for them, they only see Jamaica from a very entertainment, a very stereotypical, a very what is pushed out on the media for tourists and people that want to glimpse into Jamaica to see. But actually the real everyday life of an actual Jamaican, the real culture that is Jamaica, do they understand that? Hell no. And a lot of you Jamaicans that are living here haven't been Jamaica in like 500 years. You have no understanding. You don't even know what Jamaica is like anymore. And honestly, I understand when a lot of people are saying like the British Jamaicans are dying out in this society. They are. And a lot of people don't go back, and a lot of people don't visit, and a lot of people don't get to know their culture and their identity. Like, have you been Jamaican in the last 5 years? Do you know what's happening? Do you follow anything that's happening? Like, there is more to Jamaica than the entertainment. There's more to Jamaica than going to the grill, going to Taboo, going to Mecca. There is more to Jamaica. Have you sat down with some local Jamaicans? Have you asked them about society? Have you asked them about life? Have you actually been to a dead yard in Jamaica? Have you actually been to a funeral in Jamaica? Have you actually been anywhere? Have you actually lived and been in rural parts? Have you actually experienced different different cultures and communities in Jamaica. Like, have you actually understood what it is to be Jamaican? Not the stereotypical thing you see on TV or you see on social media that you think is an expression of being Jamaican. Do you actually know what it is to be Jamaican? And a lot of people, honestly, I don't think they do. I don't think they do. And I don't think a lot of British Jamaicans do too. And I do think our culture is dying out. But that's also down to a lot of people not wanting to get to know it. Wanting to get to know it from a very simplistic point of view. And that's the truth about it. And I will stand on that. I will stand on that. Because I have met a lot of you in this country. Because I live in this country. And a lot of you do not know what it is to be Jamaican. You just like to wear the colours, go to the parties, entertain yourself, and you're done with it. You're done with it. Or you go to Jamaica and you stay in a resort for 1 week and you're done. You're over it. You're over it. And if that's you, that's cool. But that is not accepting the whole of what being Jamaican truly.
I didn't even know about racism until I came to England. We feel as one people.
Were there people who looked like you?
Jamaica is predominantly a black country, but there's a lot of mixtures of people within the country as well. Even the area that I am from, there's a lot of fair skin, like lighter skin people there, like brown. Even Asian people. We have Asian Jamaicans, right? They could look like they come from Pakistan or India. They look like that. You understand what I mean? We have Jamaicans who look like you, right? Or you have the Chinese that their parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents might not have been from here, but these lot are now born here and they grew up here. They went to school here and they have more love and respect for the culture. Nobody looks on them no different. Nobody made anybody feel like they're different. To be honest, I didn't even know about racism until I came to England. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I didn't know that was a thing because I never experienced it and I never seen it because it didn't exist to me. It was never shown there in Jamaica, you know.
So, serious questions for the Jamaicans. Why do Jamaicans think that Jamaica is the best country in the Caribbean when there's 12 other independent Caribbean countries? Is it... Well, you know what? Let me not even put my own opinion in there. I legit want to know what the other Jamaicans think and why they think that. And you know, the funny thing is not just Jamaicans that think that. I think that people outside of the Caribbean too, when they think about the Caribbean, they only think about Jamaica. So I'm not sure why that is the reason. I'd love to hear your...
Jamaicans and like reggae and that influenced the whole world. Personally, like I think a lot of culture that has come from over there. You get me?
That's
like even the way the man them dress and that from like in Bridge, everyone's loud, like super loud. Like you get me? That's a yard man thing.
And okay, so never say hello.
No, never say hello because words carry vibrations. Yeah. We Bobo Shanti, we don't say hello. We deconstruct words, a lot. We don't say last night either. We say first night. Because there will never be a last night. You understand? Yeah, and we do not say appreciate. We say appreciate love.
Oh.
You see? So there's many words that we have to deconstruct in English for you to get the proper vibration of what we really mean. You understand?
Jamaicans are hard people to grow up around. You know why? Because when I was growing up around Jamaicans, you hang around Jamaican people long enough, you feel the need to want to be Jamaican. They just look so cool. Everything about them is cool. When I was a kid, I was like, I wanted to be Jamaican so bad. I started dressing like a Jamaican. I started wearing a little red, yellow, and green belt. And I started talking like a Jamaican. I started listening to reggae music. I started having kids I didn't know about. I did everything that I possibly could. But you know what the shitty thing is? A Jamaican will never act like you. You're never going to see a Jamaican guy that grew up with a bunch of Indian guys walking around going, hey baby, wappening. Not going to happen, Felt bad for my dad because he tried fitting in with my Jamaican friends when I was growing up. You don't ever want a man from India trying to speak like a Jamaican at any point during his life. My friends would be in the living room, my dad walking, okay, come on Marlon, move your bumbo clot and go home. My dad thought punani was a tropical fruit. It is, if you think about it. For the older white folks that look confused right now, punani is the Jamaican word for a woman's... You know what I'm saying? For her pum-pum. My dad thought it was a tropical fruit. One time when I was a kid, I was sick and I was messing around with my dad. He came in and goes, "Oh my God, son, you're sick. What can I get you?" I go, "Dad, I love punani." My dad went to the Jamaican store. "Hey lady, where's your punani?" "My son is at home sick. He needs punani right now. Give me two. Is it right? Let me squeeze it."
Yeah, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and thanks for watching, and I hope you're finding something interesting in those videos. So folks, Jamaica may be small, but its cultural impact is massive. From reggae to dancehall, the island has shaped the rhythm of the world. People like Bob Marley turned reggae into a global language of peace and power, and dancehall raw energy inspired the entire genres like hip-hop, Afrobeats, and the reggaeton. But along the way, the sound, the slang, and even the accent got copied, and the credit disappeared. There's this ongoing pattern, false, I hope you've realized it. When Jamaican says wagwan, it's a local slang people are used to it. But when a big name artist from maybe abroad says it, the same word one, it suddenly starts trending. It's become cool. The same thing happens in fashion and entertainment. The world loves the vibe but forgets the source. Jamaican creators start the trend, but big media and global artists cash in on it. The originators plant the seed and someone else gets to harvest the fame. I'm talking about Jamaican people. Parts of the issue is power. Who controls the global narrative? Jamaica creates the art, but the big platforms, labels, and studios that profit from it and are rarely Jamaicans. So, when others borrow the sound and style, they get the spotlight, while in the island that inspired it, it gets pushed aside. People love Jamaican culture, that's very true, but too often they love the aesthetic more than the people, of which is very wrong. You should love the people, the source. But what makes Jamaica special is that it's more than music. It's attitude, pride, and identity. But that confident, I am me, energy is magnetic. You'll find people in Japan, people in the UK, people in Africa living like the Jamaican people because they're drawn into the spirit. But being inspired is one thing. Giving credit is another thing. If your music or style borrows from Jamaica, say so. Recognition costs nothing, but means everything. That means you should recognize the Jamaican people because you have borrowed their culture and used it. So you should recognize it. Because recognition costs nothing, but means everything. So folks, next time you hear a new beat, a viral dance, or some cool slang, ask yourself, where is it really coming from? Behind so much of what the world celebrates, there's a little island in the Caribbean that taught the world rhythm, confidence, and style. Jamaican culture isn't just copied, it's the blueprint, and it's time the world start giving Jamaica its flowers. Respect the culture, respect the people, one love. So folks, what's your suggestion about this topic? Please comment in the comment section. I promise I'll see it. And feel free to subscribe, share this video to whoever you think it might be of help, And thank you for watching, folks. Until next time, Wagwan people, God bless.